All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Small Streamer Diaries. This is episode 36, and in this episode, I am going to be taking a look at some of my Twitch analytics from the past few months. So I was going to do this anyway, actually, so I figured I'd just turn it into a podcast episode because it's been about the same amount of time that I've streamed on Twitch as I did when I first started on Twitch. It was like maybe 3 or 4 months when I first started, and I wasn't growing at all on Twitch. So if you don't know that already about me, I started on Twitch and then I moved to YouTube a few months later because I wasn't seeing any growth at all on Twitch. And so I started multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube in January of this year of 2025. It's now nearing the end of April 2025. So it's been about 3 months. And I'm curious to see how Twitch did with my channel because I did not really advertise that I was streaming on Twitch. I just wanted to see how the Twitch algorithm did versus when I first started on Twitch. So let's take a look. All right, so we're in my Twitch analytics page. Go to overview. Okay, so this is automatically showing me the last 30 days. So I average 1.7 viewers and had 7 follows in 30 days. Okay, so that is not a lot. All right, so let's go back to the previous month. 2.1 average viewers. Okay, so interestingly enough, see how there's this big blank space here? That's when I was on vacation and I wasn't streaming, but I had more average viewers in this time frame than I did in the most recent 30 days. Okay, now if we go back to January to February, averaging 2.3 viewers. So this is around the time that I started back on Twitch. Okay, so it looks like January 17th is when I first started back on Twitch. And I was getting around 2 average viewers. I know that some people were surprised to see me back on Twitch because I hadn't been on Twitch in like 3.5 years. Okay, so as you can see, I'm averaging like 2 viewers per month in my streams, which is not a lot. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at when I first started on Twitch, which was 2021. Okay, and I started, I believe, June 1st of 2021. And, okay, how do I do this? No, I don't want, oh, this is end date. Okay, so start date, I don't know how to, I don't know, I don't know how to work this. Okay, so June 2021. June 1st to June 30th. Let's look at that. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Okay, so June 1st to June 30th, 2021. Let me see if that was my first stream. Oh, no, it wasn't. May 28th was my first stream? Really? I thought it was June 1st. Okay, well, I guess it was May 28th. Let's go back here a little bit and make sure I didn't stream before that. Yeah. Okay, so I guess my first stream ever was May 28th, 2021. And I averaged 1.8 viewers in my very first stream, 3.2 in my very second stream. Okay, so June, 4.7 average viewers for my first month of streaming. I think that's pretty good, actually. But I will say I did do a lot of networking and talking to other streamers and viewers. Let's look at the next month. Okay, July 1st to July 30th. I averaged 7 viewers. Okay. Wow, I'm actually really surprised. I didn't think I did that well in my second month. Okay, so July 31st to August 29th, 6.6 average viewers. August 30th to September 28th, 5.8. So you can see, though, since that second month, my average viewers were going down. Then 3.2 average viewers from September 29th to October 28th. There's a big blank space between the 5th and the 17th, 19th, 20th. I may have been on vacation then, or it may have been a period where I was only streaming on YouTube, because this was around the time that I really seriously started thinking about going to a different platform. But it does look like at the end of October, I was back on Twitch. Thursday, October 8th was a good stream. 5.8 average viewers. Okay, October 29th to November 27th. Okay, so my last stream in that period where I decided to stop streaming on Twitch, Sunday, November 7th. I think that was my last stream. Yeah. Okay, so November 7th, 2021 must have been when I stopped streaming on Twitch entirely in 2021. That's when I decided to move completely over to YouTube, because I just thought YouTube was going to be a better platform for growth. I was not seeing any growth on Twitch at all. And I was also just getting kind of frustrated and burned out, because on Twitch, you just have to be live in order to be discovered. Nobody's going to find you when you're offline. And I really like the idea on YouTube that I can post other content like this podcast, and anyone can discover it at any time, even when I'm not live. I can also post shorts. My live streams become VODs that anyone can watch at any time. I mean, I still get views on some of my past live streams on YouTube because they're just videos now. I have a random Dave the Diver stream that has over 1,000 views. I think it has almost 2,000 views now. And that's after I stopped streaming. So I don't know why that one keeps getting views, but like, that doesn't happen on Twitch, right? You do not grow offline on Twitch itself. The offline growth you do on Twitch is on other platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, what have you. Okay, so that's when I first started. So it was about, so let me see. So, okay, so very end of May to the beginning of November. So let's just say it was June. So June, July, August, September, October. I'm going to say like 5 months, because it was like the very end of May to the very beginning of November. So about 5 months. Okay, so I've been multi-streaming on Twitch then for a couple of months. I've been, okay, how do I say this? I streamed, when I started on Twitch, I streamed a couple of months longer than I'm doing now. However, if we look at, let's go to when I first started back on Twitch. Okay, so, okay, I guess I have to change the end date before I can choose the start date. Okay, 2025. Okay, here we go, 2025. Okay, so I think what did we say? It was like January 17th. Yeah, January 17th was the first stream. So we'll put January 17th. We'll do a 30-day period to, oh, that's April. Okay, so February to February 17th. Okay, average 2.1 viewers. And I streamed 63 hours. Okay, the next period, average 2.4 viewers with 25-hour stream, because I was on vacation for like a week and a half in March. Okay, March 22nd, 2025 to April 22nd, 2025. I was averaging 1.8 viewers, and I had 78 hours and 54 minutes streamed. Wow. Okay, so, but considering the amount of hours that I streamed, this is not a high average. Okay, then, okay. So, oh, I guess that's the last period that we have. Okay, so if I go back and look, actually, you know what? I didn't look at how many hours I streamed back when I first started. So 2021 was May 28th, and then 2021 will go to June 28th. 63 hours streamed. Okay, I mean, that's about the same amount. 59 hours in the next month. 44 hours in the next month. Looks like I took some vacation then. 50 hours between September and October. I guess I stream about the same amount as when I first started, but you can see my numbers are higher back then. Okay, so let's go back to 2025. Okay, let's look at, we'll do, so 22nd, we'll do March 22nd to April 22nd. Yeah, so it's either the same amount of hours streamed or more, except in this period when I was off for a week and a half. But my average viewers were much lower, or are much lower, I guess, because I'm still currently multi-streaming on Twitch. They're much lower than when I first started. But I will say that when I first started on Twitch, I was like very all into Twitch. Like I was networking a lot. I was promoting my Twitch channel on other platforms a lot. So I think that may be why other people discovered my channel a lot more than they are now, because now I'm not advertising Twitch anywhere. And I go, see my friends on Twitch, but not networking a lot with new people on Twitch itself, because I wanted to see how did I grow just with the Twitch algorithm. And it's a little bit hard to compare directly to YouTube, because with YouTube, they combine all of your views together. So I also post other videos and shorts and the podcast, and then my live streams become VODs. So it's a little bit harder to compare, but I can look at, let's say, like my last stream, or we can also look at the last month of my views, my audience. Okay, last 28 days. Returning viewers 1.2K, unique viewers 13.7K. But see, this is a little bit harder to compare because, like I said, I have shorts and the podcast and other videos on YouTube, so it's a little bit harder to compare, but we can look at my last streams here. So we'll take my last stream here. This is a short stream. Okay, so let's go to audience. Okay, returning viewers 21, unique viewers 83. Okay, so overview. So I peaked at 10 viewers, averaged 2 on the shorts live stream, but then I also had a horizontal stream going at the same time. Okay, so peaked at 36 viewers, averaged 15. So this was just the last stream. This is just the last stream I had on YouTube. This isn't like an average over, the 30-day period like I was doing when I was looking at the Twitch analytics. But I do generally get more viewers on YouTube than I do on Twitch. So I'm not too concerned about the viewers on Twitch because I do have my YouTube channel. Yeah, I guess maybe it isn't really fair to compare Twitch right now because I haven't been on Twitch for like 3 years. And during that time, I've been building up my YouTube channel. So a lot more people know me on YouTube than they do on Twitch. But however, I do know that a lot of people will say on Twitter, I've seen this a lot, that people say that they've grown on Twitch just on Twitch, like just by the Twitch algorithm. They don't do other content, they don't promote themselves anywhere. And I wanted to see if that would happen for me. And I mean, so far over like the past 3 months, I haven't seen any growth on Twitch. I don't know how those other people that I see on Twitter, I don't know how they're growing just on Twitch. I mean, maybe they're lying. I don't know. Because I have seen people say like, oh, I didn't post any other content, or I didn't do anything to grow an audience on Twitch, and yet they have some other like channel on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or what have you that already has a large audience, and then they started streaming on Twitch, and then that audience, they already had a built-in audience that just came over to Twitch. But I also have seen other people who say, they've just grown organically on Twitch without doing anything else. Like, oh, I became a partner in like 10 months and I didn't do anything else, but I could have become a partner more quickly if I had posted other content. And I mean, in 10 months to become a partner on Twitch seems like crazy to me, because if I go back to my Twitch analytics, like I'm only averaging maybe 2 viewers over the past 3 months. And in order to get partner on Twitch, you have to average 75 viewers or more in a 30-day period. And I cannot imagine in another 7 months I'll have 75 or more average viewers in a 30-day period. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to crack this Twitch algorithm. Maybe some people just got lucky, or maybe they were networking really well. I really don't know. But from what I'm seeing right here, I've had the same experience on Twitch than I did, though, that I guess it's been almost 4 years now. It's been almost 4 years since I started that very first stream on Twitch. So I am honestly not seeing anything different. I actually think it might even be worse now than when I first started. I had more success when I first started. So, but generally, I am not seeing, any difference. It's either no different or worse than when I first started. So to me, the key to content and growing your stream is still to go to another platform. Like, I do not think that you can grow on just Twitch alone. I mean, if you guys know how, please comment and tell me, because maybe I'm just very unlucky, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. Like, I really don't know, but I'm not doing anything different on YouTube other than posting other different types of content. But in my streams, I am not doing anything different on YouTube than I am on Twitch, because I am multi-streaming. So it's all the same stream going to both YouTube and Twitch. So I don't know, I don't know what it is on Twitch. I don't know what you have to do to become successful on Twitch. Like, I'm already a YouTube partner. So I feel like, I've at least hit that milestone there. But Twitch partner, I don't know how I'm ever going to get there. So almost 4 years later, I don't see any difference. I don't see any difference in Twitch. But I am going to keep multi-streaming, because there really is no reason not to. I mean, it could happen on Twitch that I may just like get lucky, or some people might be able to find me on Twitch. Some people might happen to find me on Twitch, or maybe some people that do watch me on YouTube, they may like watching live streams on Twitch better, and they'll go to my Twitch channel instead to watch live streams. But I think you want to give your viewers options of where to watch. So if you can multi-stream, I mean, why not? Like, there's no reason not to, because you may have an audience on Twitch, you may have an audience on YouTube, you may have an audience on both that prefers watching live streams on one or the other. Like, I've had some viewers who are both on Twitch and YouTube, and some people have told me they like watching streams on Twitch better, and some people have told me they like watching streams on YouTube better, but they are on both platforms. So it's like, why not give those viewers a choice? And then at the same time, why not give new viewers on each platform a chance to discover you? So yeah, so okay, so I thought that was a pretty interesting, pretty interesting look at my Twitch analytics from when I first started to now, starting back up on Twitch. It's around the same time that I was streaming. It's like 3 months of streaming on Twitch versus 5 months. There's not that much of a difference there. But I think when I stream on Twitch, or after, I guess I should say after I stream on Twitch a little more, maybe in another few months, maybe I'll come back and revisit. Well, not maybe, I will, because you have to look at your analytics, right? Like, if you're going to be serious about your content, which you certainly don't have to, okay, I'm not saying that you have to at all. Like, these analytics are just here to help you if you really do want to grow your stream, but you certainly, this could just be a hobby for you and you don't care about your analytics. You don't have to do that. But if I want to grow my channels at all, I do have to look at my analytics from time to time. Now, I look at more at my YouTube analytics because that is my main platform. I threw all I had into YouTube for the past like three and a half years. And now that I'm a YouTube partner, I'm like, okay, I can like go out there and experiment a little more, like go back on Twitch, see how Twitch does. So I'm going to keep multi-streaming because, like I said, there's really no reason not to, even if my Twitch channel doesn't grow very much. Again, like, why not? Like, why not give people a choice of where to watch if they're existing viewers, or give new people on Twitch a chance to discover you? But I also can say, in my experience of being back on Twitch and multi-streaming, I really have not seen any new people come in. So I don't know why that is. I've seen more new people come in on YouTube. Like, YouTube has been obviously much more successful for me than any other platform. And I've been on like almost all the platforms. I mean, people think I'm very like YouTube biased, but the reason that is because YouTube has been the most successful for me. Like, I've been on Twitch, I've been on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Trovo, Kick. Like, no platform has ever been more successful for me than YouTube. Okay, guys, well, this was an interesting exercise in looking at my Twitch analytics. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, please comment them below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. It will really help me out so much. And check back here in a few months, because I would certainly like to do an update on my Twitch analytics. I'll come back here and maybe we'll give it like another 3 months and I'll take a look again and compare it to this time period. All right, again, thank you guys so much. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting. Again, please leave me any comments, questions, or anything you found on Twitch. Like, how do you grow on Twitch without like promoting yourself everywhere? I don't really know. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.